Hey, all my lovely, beautiful people out there. This is Sha. Welcome to my channel, Bonafide Sha. If this is your very first time coming to see none other than moi, welcome. And please go ahead, check out my other videos, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell below so that way you can stay connected to me and we will have really good conversations. You'll see me with my kids sometimes, as I do have some videos already like that. I will talk about a series of different types of any type of topic. I am into horror. I'm into spirituality. I'm into psychology. So I will talk about forensic side of psychology, where that is my heart, my specialty right there, because I wanted to be a forensic psychologist dealing with court cases of like murders, having victims who learn things like that. So yeah, just different things. I'll be talking about relationships, um, inspirational, just, self-indulgence, how to take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Loving you. And we all are on this journey together. I feel like we all have a lot to learn. We all have learned and have more to learn. Like my grandmother has always told me, no matter how old you get, you will always learn. Okay. My mom said the same thing too, or she always still says the same thing, but it's real. The older I get, the more I see exactly what they're talking about. You can never stop learning, never stop evolving, never stop enlightening yourself and becoming enlightening. You can never, 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 never. Okay. So nobody's above anyone. We are all here, like I said, on this journey of life to learn, to just embrace and indulge ourselves in knowledge. That's it. So, on my channel here, I talk about a series, like I said, of different things. And so, whatever comes your way, as far as what I put out, is what it is. So, I want to kind of share, have a little story time, you guys, about me and how I got on my spiritual journey of learning to love myself. And how I did that was through trial and error. So, I will say when I first moved to Southern California, I was a damaged soul. I had just got out of a long-term relationship, too young. I was 15 years old, and I was with this dude. I'm saying I was 15 when I was, let me rephrase that, I'm sorry. I was 15 years old when we started dating, and then 21 is when the cutoff hit. So we were together off and on for 6 years, and I was so devoted and so just indulged in that relationship. It was so tumultuous. It was terrible. It was bad. The whole 9 yards. He was not good for me. And I wasn't good for myself. So I wasn't good for him either. Okay. But, you know, why I say I wasn't good for him is because if you're not good for yourself, you can't be good for others. And that's real talk. So I was not good for him. But I started to become that way as I was more, engulfed in that relationship. He really had me damaged bad. Like, yeah. Cheated on me, having girls in my car, all the whole 9 yards. So let me give you a little story time about a situation. I mean, I had a plethora, so I'm going to have more coming your way. But one situation in particular where I knew it was time to really end things was one day I was on my way home from school when I was back home in Oakland, and something, I know it was God, that came over me and was like, Shawan, you need to move forward. You have been needing to get away from this relationship, but you can't seem, for some reason, to get away from this relationship being in this city. So it is time for you to move on, and you have an outlet. You have a father that lives in Southern California. It is time for you to move, period. Literally move away, because I was so weak. I wasn't strong enough to leave that relationship in that city. So, like I said, I was on my way home from school one day, and yeah, I cried my eyes out. And sometimes when God is working with you and He's really like ingraining, like, hey, look, you need to really get yourself together, it's hurtful. It can be real deep. Okay, so I was crying and I was like, God, okay, I'm going to talk to my parents when I get home. Now, mind you, I have two dads. I have my biological father and my father who raised me. I don't say stepdad, so no, he's my dad. I have two dads, okay? So when I came home from school that day, pulled up in tears, my parents were looking at me and I'm like, Mom, Dad, I really need to talk to you. Because mind you, this relationship was so tumultuous that it was causing a rift in the relationship between my parents and I. So it was very damaging to my spirit, to their spirit, and everybody in that house, my little sister included. Like, it just was not kosher. It was a very, very bad relationship, okay? And so I said, I need to talk to you guys. And they were like, okay. And we all are sitting at the dining room table, and I just cried my eyes out. And I said, I just want to start off by saying I'm so sorry for what I have put you guys through. Dealing with this relationship, it had changed me, and I'm sorry for anything that I have done. I am truly, truly, from the depths of my soul, I am sorry. I have not been right for myself. I have been damaged. So that's the reason why my hurt and my pain has spewed out to you guys. So I apologize for that. And they were like, wow, we forgive you, because it was so damaging. My parents were just like, they didn't like to see what I was going through, and it caused things just, oh my God, it was terrible. Times I've lied to the cops behind this dude, okay? I'll leave it at that. So, because he wrecked my car, and yeah. Okay, that's a whole nother story time. But, so I'm sitting here, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, Mom and Dad. And they were like, you know what, Sha, we forgive you. We love you. We only want the best for you. And so they were like, so what, what's going on? And we can work this out, but it feels like something deeper that you want to talk about. And I'm like, yeah, this is what leads me to this. I said, I have been here. I have tried to be strong. I have tried, man, I could cry now, but I'm not going to do that. But I said, I have tried to become strong within myself, even around these elements, this element, along with some other elements. Just, I have tried, and I can't do it. I said, so you know what? I think the best thing for me to do is move to Southern California with my dad. They were like, you know what? We respect your decision, and we are very, very proud of you. Okay? So let's go ahead, get on the phone, call your dad. And mind you, I had already spoke to my dad about a month back before this, speaking to my parents. And my dad was like, baby, you're always welcome to come and stay with me. So the door is open. Just let me know when. I said, okay, Dad. And I was still teeter-tottering the fence. So I called him that day and I said, Dad, I'm ready. It's time for me to go. Dad, I'm ready to come live with you. I can't do this anymore. And he said, okay, well, let me go ahead. I'm going to start getting things together so you could come and stay with me. And I said, okay, Dad, thank you so much. He said, anytime. He said, baby, you're my child. I love you. And we all want the best for you. Your mom, your other dad over there, and me. We want the best for you. So come on down. So I felt so liberated in that moment. I just felt so elated. I just felt euphoric. I mean, I was proud of myself for the first time in my life for stepping up as a young woman and making a decision to do what was best for me. So that day, I just felt good. And by that time, I had started kind of weaning myself off from that relationship, okay? And he called me maybe like later on that day, or next day, whatever. I don't even remember because I was so like blur with him. But I remember telling him, I remember just the day, whether it was that day or the day after, telling him I'm leaving. It was almost like a weight has been lifted off of me. Almost like, I'm leaving, for real leaving you now. Like, I'm done with you and I'm out, But I was still naive because I had a plan for him on my cell phone provider, with my cell phone provider. that he still was on. So he was still connected to me by being on my plan. Okay. Lord have mercy. So fast forwarding to the day that I was leaving, he was crying. He came to my house and in tears with his cousin and other friends and stuff. And they're all like, "Wow, Vonnie, they all call me Vonnie. Vonnie, you're leaving." I'm like, "Yep, I'm out. I gotta go. Can't be here anymore." And he knew he was a lot of the cause of me making that decision. Although, honestly, y'all, it was the best decision I could have ever made in my life, baby, because change is good. Okay, so I'm gonna get to all of that. So, it was just bad. So that day, I was happy, elated, just yes, so euphoric. And my dad had came, started packing things in his car. I had things in my car. And we drove out to Los Angeles. And I never looked back living in Oakland. Never looked back looking out and living in the Bay. And I will always love the Bay. I'm a Bay girl. That's where I'm from. But it was time for me to go. Okay. So to make a long story short, my dad, he was very I don't know, he was really cool for the fact also my dad works, he just retired last year, but my dad has been in radio since I was a little girl, since I was about 3 or 4. And his boss was Stevie Wonder out here in Los Angeles. And so, yeah, my dad was, kind of putting me on to things, and my godfather, who's a film producer. So I was like, okay, I love it. I'm getting, I'm going to have more opportunities. I'm going to, finish up school and do all these things. And so, like I said, that cell phone was still connecting us. So we would still talk, and he would be like, oh, I love you. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm thinking this young man is going to change. Now, mind you, I was happy I left, but subconsciously, I was still connected to this guy and connected by that cell phone. So, Jesus Christ, being young. So we're talking here and there on the phone, and he's like, I miss you, and I love you, and I'm sorry how I treated you when you were here back home, and I'm like, I forgive you, and blah, 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 blah. Now, mind you, he was messing around with my ex-best friend, and I say ex-best friend, I still have nothing but love for her, but, we're not close anymore, and she was from my childhood, but we were really, really close at one point. But it was her play cousin that my ex started seeing, and he was seeing her. He was a user. He was using me, and then he started using her. So she knew about me. My ex-best friend told her about me, that, hey, this is my friend's, boyfriend. And I don't, what? Now looking back, I don't blame her. I blame him, because he's the one who owed me an explanation. That's the person I was in a relationship with, not her. Okay? Even though she knew, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I still hold her accountable, too, as a woman, to be like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. But, hey, I ain't mad, because, like I said, it's not her that owes me something. It was him. And all he owed me was an explanation, to be real. Okay? But anyway, so one particular day, we were on the phone, and he was like, I love you so much, and I just want to tell you that I really love you. And then all of a sudden, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, he was like, I love you. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta talk to you later. Like, what? And he hung up the phone. So something was alarming to me within that, and I said, let me call him back. So I call him back. He answers, and he's like, hey, I told you I gotta call you back. And I heard a girl in the background. Who are you talking to? Oh, I ain't talking to nobody. And he hung up the phone. I said, okay. So what I did was I waited for a few hours until that evening to talk to him. So that evening, I call him. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? Everything okay from earlier? What was up? And I heard a female in the background. Okay? I'm like, so who who are you talking to? And he was like, oh, I had to go. Literally, I had to go. And you know I love you. You know I care about you. You know I miss you. You know, you've been my girl since we were 15 years old. You know how I feel about you. And he switched it up. Now he's Dr. Jekyll again. Okay. So he's like, yeah, I love you. I think you're so special. And I know that I used to, I messed up on you and I've cheated on you and I've done you dirty and blah, 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 and I'm sorry. And all of a sudden, we had talked, that was in the middle of like 30 minutes of our conversation. And he's like, so what are you doing? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm, getting my stuff, officially unpacked, and I'm just chilling. He's like, how's LA? And I know you're enjoying yourself, and I can't wait till I could come down and visit you. And I'm like, okay, I'm still naive as shit. So next thing I know, somebody walks in the house, and he was like, I gotta go. I can't talk to you right now. Totally switched up again, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on? So I heard the girl again in the background. To make a long story short, I called back. I said, you know what? This is frustrating. I'm really getting pissed off now. Like, you're 1 minute you're telling me how much you love me, and this minute you're doing this. And he was like, I told you I don't want to be with you anymore. I told you I don't want to be nothing to you anymore. I don't want us talking no more. I just want us to be friends, Siobhan. I told you I've been done with you a long time ago. Like, won't you get the hint? Now I'm considered crazy, right? I said, wait a minute. You were just telling me how much you loved me and how much you want to come see me and out here in LA and how you're proud of me and how much you love all this mess. And next thing I know, the girl gets on the phone. Won't you understand? He don't want you no more. I said, okay, so it's her. I said, girl, please, before you even came in the house, honey, okay, he was just telling me how much he loved me, how much he cares about me, and all that. I said, so now all of a sudden you walk in the door, and now the whole dynamic switched. Girl, please, back up. I said, and you know what? You ain't nothing but a little home wrecker anyway, because you knew that him and I were together. So don't even. She was like, whatever. And it just escalated. It got so bad that my dad was like, baby, you gotta go outside, talk outside, because he saw like it was just getting so bad. Like, it just went from 1 to 100 real damn quick, okay? And I was sitting there cussing her out, and we were just going off on each other. And she's like, you're stupid. I said, bitch, that's like the pot calling the kettle black. I said, if you want to say somebody's stupid, then guess what? We're both being stupid. Because I guarantee, like, he's telling you one thing and he's telling me something else. But the thing is, I know what's up. Okay? I said, so it's all good. I said, you know what? You can have that nigga. Go ahead. And that was my life-changing moment. Finally, clicking. Like, you know what? Go ahead. Bye. Y'all can have each other. I said, but let me tell you one damn thing, heifer, before I get off this phone. I said, let me tell you, for not a second, not a minute, not an hour goes by. I said, what he has done to me, that he won't do to you, honey. Because what he's done to me, he will do exactly to you. You are not special. You are another woman just like me. And the things that he's done to me, and I've been with him 6 years, baby, he will do the same thing to you or worse. And I got a little story time on that on another video, okay? But after that, he gets on the phone. He was like, I'm sorry, Siobhan, how things have come to be. We had a good run from the time we were in, 10th grade. We were 15 years old, but it's over now. I said, okay. I said, well, let me tell you something. I said, that cell phone that you're talking on right now, I said, it will be cut off tomorrow. So go get you a new phone number or whatever you choose to do, because you will no longer be connected to none other than moi. Okay? None other than Sha over here. You will not be connected to me anymore. And he said he totally switched up again like a nut. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm telling you, I just want to be friends. But if we can just, I said, no, you can't have the perks of being with me. You just made it clear you don't want to be with me. So leave me alone. Okay. I said, so we're done. This whole thing, this little thing is over with. We're finished. You made that totally clear, sweetheart. You can't have your cake and eat it too. So we're done. Don't talk to me no more. I'm out. Bye. And I hung up on him. And in that moment, I cried my eyes out. But I'm telling you, the Spirit of God was like, you're free. You are now free, Siobhan. Something you should have been for the longest time. But you are now free, sweetheart. You needed to learn. You needed all of that. You needed to go through some things to finally get it. So I'm going to say this real quick to you guys, and then I'm going to finish my story, okay? So for any of you out there who is struggling with letting people go or situations go or people, places, or things, if it's not for you, if it's not in your best interest, let it go. Because trust me, you will feel liberated and free at the end of the tunnel, honey. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It really, really is. Trust me. Okay? And I'm not sitting here to proclaim myself to be perfect. Like I am now drama free of, things, or drama free as far as things that I've been through after that. Like we're always going to have we're always going to have trials and mishaps, and but there are triumphs at the end. The triumph is at the end. So yes, we will all have our negative things that happen, our downfalls, even after, because that's just part of life. That's being human. Trust me, I've gone through a plethora of other things after that. But it taught me something, and it taught me to be strong. It taught me to love myself. Being with him taught me to love myself by trial and error. It taught me how not to allow somebody to ever treat me again. And I demand more respect than that. So the next day, and another thing, don't be hard on yourself. So that's what I'm saying. This message is for anyone out there who you're struggling with something. Be easy on yourself. We're human. God knows we're human. We all have our mishaps. We all have our trials. We all have problems. Nobody is inept. Nobody is invincible to drama of life. Okay? Because things could just come at you anytime. But be strong and know that God is who he is, and you will be just fine. You will make it out on top, baby, because I have been living here for 15 years now. And I'm not dealing with that no more. Okay? I'm married. We haven't been perfect in this marriage. Let me tell you. But, like I said, you come out on top. You learn your lessons and you move on. Anytime you're fortunate enough in the school of life to go through something, you fail. But for God to give you another chance, however you want to put it, because I'm not trying to throw religion on nobody. I am spiritual. But however you call him, God, Allah, in Judaism, whatever you call him, Buddha, whatever, or just maybe you don't believe in God, but the universe, however you want to put it, let me tell you, things will always turn around. Okay? They will always. So, the next day, let me just finish this story. The next day, I get a phone call from someone, and the number just was not familiar to me. And I was like, I wonder who this is. But I'm going to pick it up anyway. So, I pick up the phone. I'm like, hello. And he's like, hey, it's me. Please don't hang up. I wanted to tell you something. I'm like, what do you want? And he goes, I just want to apologize to you for yesterday. And, I know that, it's I know we're done and it's over between us. And, but I do want us to be friends. And I said, friends don't do friends don't do friends like that. And first of all, I've been with you 6 years. I was with you off and on for 6 years of my life. I said, nah. I said, and you hurt me a lot in those 6 years. Okay, so we're not friends. Don't try to put that on to me like, oh, don't try to, don't do that. Please, just don't do that. Don't call yourself trying to do something like that, please. I said, but we're not friends. Just let it go. And we're done. Now you're free. I'm free. I can move on. You can move on. Now you can go be with your new girl since, that's the one that you told me you didn't like and you couldn't stand her. That's a whole nother thing because when I used to take him to work, this is the same girl who used to see me dropping him off at work every day. And she would give me that look. I'm telling you, my life was like Baby Boy, okay? I was like Yvette in Baby Boy. I was dealing with all the drama. And he was just like Tyrese's character, okay? Just like him. Having females in my car, screwing girls behind my back, all of that. Girls calling me, telling me what's in my glove compartment. Honey, I've been through it all, baby. Okay? And so, but I said in a nutshell, I said, it's over. So you're good. It's all good. And the thing is that what connected or kept me connected to him spiritually is his family, because his family are awesome individuals. Every last one of them, from his parents on down to his aunts, uncles, cousins, and other relatives and friends, baby, like siblings, everybody. I have nothing but love for them. Even still, I still love them. Like, love them. Okay, and so. So he goes, because I was very close with his family, and I started becoming really close to his little sister. And I used to always talk to her and give her advice. And Lord, how the hell was I giving this baby advice when I wasn't right myself? But it's okay, because you learn. I'm just saying. But the things I was telling her was to help her. It's just I needed to apply that same stuff to my damn self anyway. So, and then to make a long story short, he made this whole little. This is what he said. He goes, oh, I know, we're done, but can you please still keep in contact with my sister? She really loves you. And I said, you know what? And I love her too. I said, but I'm sorry. I have to move on for me. It is not healthy for me to keep contact with anyone in your family at this time in my life. But I have nothing but love for them. I still love them. I will always love them. But I have to do what's best for Siobhan. Baby! Woo! I felt so damn good and liberated once again in that moment. Because finally, I was taking care and showing up for Sha over here. Okay? So I'm saying all that to say this, guys. You have to do what's best for you. Oh, and mind you, I don't know if I made this clear, but when I told him that cell phone will be off in the morning, it was off, okay? Because soon as we had that altercation, I made sure I called and had that cell phone cut the. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for listening to me. I just wanted to basically give a significant lesson, and that lesson is take care of yourself. Love yourself. Embrace yourself. You know what I'm saying? Show up for you. Because, see, if you give people an inch, baby, they will take a mile. As my grandmother and mother has always said, okay, they will always try to take advantage if you allow them. But you have to show up for yourself. Peace, love, and blessings, y'all. This is Bonafide Sha. Welcome to my channel. And come see me again soon. Bye.